dancing to an old-time beat. Fluffy chick in cozy nest with giant buns, they do their best. Spin around in gentle grace, feathers flying all over the place. Chicken Dad and Chick Obey, ballet moves come out to play. Twirling round the kitchen floor, laughter echoing, give them more. Big soft buns and pirouettes, best friends anyone could get. In the barnyard shadows gleam, Chicken Dad in a positive dream. Chicky laughs and Bun does bow, timeless dance in here and now. Morning light and evening fall, dancing feathers all for all. Through the day and through the night, ballet brings them pure delight. Spin around in gentle grace, feathers flying all over the place. Chicken Dad and Chick Obey, ballet moves come out to play. Owens roar. Workouts burn, muscles soar. Lucy leaps, fur of might, baking wrath, cookie fight, pro wrestling power play, metal storms night and day, waffle pals laughter, Steven screams loud, red hair flares never bowed, floofy Lucy flops, spirits lift, cooking heat, strength and get, excess fury, bunnies dash, wrestling chaos, bodies crash, Metallica's riffs, AJ Punk cry, holy moly's fire, reach the sky. Red-haired demon, chaos spread. Lucy Lucy's joy never rest. Cooking madness, Owens roar. Workouts burn, muscles soar. Lucy leaps, fur of might, baking wrath, cookie fight, pro wrestling power play, metal storms night and day, waffle pals laughter, Steven screams loud, red hair flares never bowed, floofy Lucy flops, spirits lift, cooking heat, strength and get, Texas fury, bunnies dash, wrestling chaos, bodies crash, Metallica's riffs, AJ Punk cry, ruling Holly's fire, reach the sky. Reach the sky.
Wake up, Kira, it's your day. The bunnies are ready to hop and play. Gwynnie leads the tune, singing loud from noon to moon. Donkey drums with Posh so neat, while Little Gray dances to the beat. Sluggo spins and laughs so bright, Dusty shines in morning light, Delphine mama hums so sweet, her song makes hearts skip a beat. Jabba jumps and joins the song, Posh Spice twirls and hums along. Ooh. Teeny's clapping her tiny paws, the crowd erupts with loud applause. Captain Kira, it's your day, 9 rabbits cheering, hip hip hooray. You're my favorite person in the world, my shining light, my special girl. Ooh. Candles flicker, wishes rise. Joy is dancing in your eyes. The bunny band begins to play in their own soft, hobby way. Your heart's so kind, your soul so true. The world is better because of you. Candles flicker, wishes rise. Joy is dancing in your eyes. The bunny band begins to play in their own soft, happy way. Your heart's so kind, your soul so true. The world is better because of you. Ooh, curved bird, yonder star so high above. Your bunny sends you all their love. They hop around snuggling tight.
Gwynnie, Donkey, Little Gray, Sluggo too, Delphine, Dusty, Jabba, Posh, Spice, and
Teeny too. Happy birthday, Kira dear. You're my favorite person every year. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Crescent Shine Star, Triple R. Crescent Shine Star. She travels near, she travels far. She's Crescent Shine Star. Kristen, she's the one and only. Puts mustard on macaroni. Lovely girl with a swirl. Because she's Crescent Shine Star, Triple R. Crescent Shine Star. Travels near, she travels far. She's Crescent Shine Star.
Triple RN.
Dressing smoothie, aka the mustard queen. Keeno.
Kristen Giant.
Boom, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Bow.
Out in the yard when the moon is high. Oh yeah. There's a deer named Funky Bones. Don't be shy. He tiptoes softly, looking for a treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Oh yeah. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble. Don't be afraid. Look at them dance. It's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs. Funky Bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Oh yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey.
Under
the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
gray luncheon on that hay. Chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play. Jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky. Little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, you don't care why. Wings of earth, the ape so high. Freedom in his story flight. Sun and moon his only guide. No more walls, no cage inside. Little gray so wild inside. Posh blind, he's on the move. No one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe. Little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams. World ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes. Life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon. Stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune. Backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures, hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy.
big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open just looking for a trip. Suspicious she is, not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush plays in a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush and go face nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies crumble, but they're falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get enough cookies. Loves to munch, munch, munch every day. Can't get enough. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating because he's a cookie king. He would eat the cookies until he turns into a cookie himself. He's a king of eating cookies. Can't get enough of them. He will never, ever, ever stop eating them. Keep them Down to the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating 'cause he's a cookie king. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Bunzerinos. How's everyone doing, Bunzers? Did everyone just get new widow boxes? Did we just get our litter boxes all completely cleaned and the hallway litter boxes and the fireplace litter boxes? Everything has been cleaned. Now we're gonna have nummies. Okay, wait a minute. And the best thing of all is Captain Kira can pull up a chat on her phone, the same phone now. Oh no, that's not, wait, that is not my stream. This is my stream. Haha. How you doing, Hewlin Molly? Call him that good old Hewlin Mall. He is the best model of them all. When he shows up in giant buns, he is so much fun. He's that good old Hewlin Mall. We love him. And Miss Lucy too. Bump. Do I see Mr. Brandon Star Triple R Triple R? What's up, twin? What's up, twin, huh? Well, Mr. Brandon Star Triple R, what is up is feeding Bunzerinos is what is up and what is happening. We're getting down with the buns. Oh yeah, we be cleaning litter boxes. I went running. I've been uptown, downtown, all around the town. I've been out and about a lot of the day today. I was just talking to Krispy Kreme on the Facebook. She's giving me all kinds of suggestions for organizing decorations and art supplies and things such as that. Oh, she's such a good, nice girl. 2, 3, 4. Wait, we got it. Okay. 5. Okay. I'm gonna take that one. 6, 7, 8. I just don't know how many to give each of you. I want to be even Steven here. Okay, donkey. We're gonna go. Okay, you get to get your kale. And then, guys, we have your kale right here. Okay, we have that. See, you guys. Oh my gosh, they are just whipping around the kale. So wait, then over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna give you that one. We're gonna give you guys another one over here. And then Mr. Bundonkadonk. Here, why don't we split one between Donkey and me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jabba. That kind of landed on her head. Hi, Slug. Well, do you want me to give you a sweet tater? Hang on, bud. Okay, what else do we have? I met some very nice ladies today at the grocery store, and they were looking at my greens, and they liked my hat, I think, and I ended up telling them, of course, about the giant buns. And this lady, funny enough, was like, I used to breed American chins, which is American chinchilla rabbit breed. So, and she and her friend, I think they were like going to tune in and check it out. They sounded interested, but anyway, hi from me, Captain Kira. Yes, that's me that you met today in live and in person. But she said that she ended up with 90 American chinchilla rabbits, and then she decided that rabbits, she needed to get out of the rabbit business after she ended up with 90 rabbits. I understand. That is a lot. That's why we got the boys fixed. And but I was telling her, I'm like, yeah, I ended up with 2 litters within 1 month, basically. I do understand. So wait, 1, 2, 5. one of these over here. We're gonna give Donkey. Do you want this one? You want that one? Here he goes. And then I know Sluggo. Sluggo. I think these guys are just waiting for the sweet potatoes. Oh, there's the sweet potatoes. Dusty. Yeah, we got the sweet taters, guys. Um, yeah, I met some nice ladies today. And of course I invited them to check out the channel, as I do, as I tend to do. Oh my gosh, wait, I never divided the cilantro and the parsley. Oh my gosh, you guys are eating a lot of it. Hey guys, we need to share. We need to share. You guys haven't had cilantro in a little while. I realize that. Okay. We have to share it with the other guys. Whew. Just forgot to give them some of the other greens. Okay, there's cilantro, and then there is parsley. There's that, guys. And then let's give some to Donkers. He's gonna get, okay, that's parsley. Oh, Donkey, I don't know if I gave you. Let's make sure Donkey gets some cilantro. There it is. Yeah, we have to give Jabba. We need to share with Donkey. There he goes. Oh, and we still have lettuce. Let me get the lettuce. Excuse me. What are you doing out here? You go back in, teens? Yes, you do. Let's see how we're gonna divide this up, guys. And here. Okay, I think we may need to put the camera on you guys. Okay. Okay. How about this is gonna be for you guys. And then this one, it's a silver here. We'll get Donkey some. Here you go, baby boy. And then we'll get these guys one. Dusty. Go, bud. Gwynnie, okay, he's hanging back. He's letting his kids eat first. Very, very protectful papa. Protectful, protective. Ooh. No hablo inglés este. No hablo inglés hoy día. Oh, you know, I feel like you've made this sauce before. I made a Thai peanut butter coconut coconut sauce with tofu and carrots and peanuts. I just put some peanuts and I actually added some raisins. I was just reheating it a little bit ago to have some raisins. Who knew? Little dash of sweetness. But yeah, so that's been nice. You know what I should do? I have some more cilantro. I should you can have a lot of cilantro over here. I should put some cilantro on top of that. That is kind of because it's like a kind of a Thai dish, you know? And I think that they would serve it with some peanuts on top and probably some fresh green onions, some cilantro, maybe a little lime wedge. Would be good. That would be quite good. Okay, we're gonna share some more of that. Crystal, crystal with the K, special K. Crystal, crystal, special K. We sure love our Crystal, who's a baking queen. She's Crystal, special pecan bourbon pie in your eye. Oh, we got stretchies and the yawnies. By the way, Brandon, I never sang your song. Oh, Brandon, you've got a couple songs. You're in the chat and old triple R. Um, oh, Brandon, you're in the chat. Brandon, star triple R. Oh, Brandon, and then there was Brandon, you're a fine boy. What a good man you will be. Such a good boy. Such a fine boy. We love our Brandon Triple R. And our Crystal with a K. And our Hewlin Mod, my main man moderator, as I like to call him. So yeah, I had a Thai coconut peanut sauce, hot chili peppers in it, little cumin. It wasn't all that complicated. I put a tiny bit of garlic powder. I didn't even use like fresh garlic, but I did garlic powder. I should have added a little bit of shallot or some kind of onion. I did not do that. That would have been traditional. The carrot, I put the carrot in there. And I'm gonna have to heat it up another time after the stream, and then I will add some fresh cilantro. And I just almost reported someone. That is so weird. I am not good with the phone. Hi, hello, hello there, sir. Hello. But yeah, just made a tiny bit of a yummy thing. I love canned coconut milk with add a little peanut butter, sea salt, and yeah, peanut butter, coconut milk, sea salt, and then whatever spices of your choice. You basically have a sauce. I don't know. I may be missing something. It's not something I make all the time anymore, but it's easy. It is so simple and it's not super expensive. I just bought a case of canned coconut milk from Amazon. I have like a big old jar of dark roast organic peanut butter. I do not eat non-organic peanuts if I can help it because of the contamination from cotton when they rotate the crops with cotton. So beware of non-organic peanuts and peanut butter, guys. I think that's one of the reasons that our country has taken off with peanut allergies. Yeah, what's up, Crystal? How you doing? What's going on? You saw a delicious food recipe for garlic noodles right before the chat? Did you really? Oh my gosh. I love garlic and I love noodles, so lay it on me. Yeah. If you want to tell us anything more about that, that's cool. If not, I can just look it up. But yeah, garlic noodles, there was a dish that was, I don't think if they were if they were the thick soba noodles. Oh my gosh. But just like a nice garlicky, salty sauce with thick, heavy, hearty noodles or honestly, any kind of noodle or rice. I I like simple things like that. The salty and the carb and garlic and that's good stuff. But I seem to remember, and there's like the larb, maybe they just call like larb nar or something, but there is a Thai dish with the big flat noodles, the big ribbon noodles. And those are like hearty noodles, and that's cool. I like those. Um, and I'm trying to think, like, when you get pad thai, those are the thin rice noodles. The thin rice noodles. Gosh, it has been so long since I have even bought pad thai noodles. And they're nice for someone who's gluten-free because, they use a lot of the rice noodles. So it's super easy for me. And still delicious. You know what? I keep on meaning to message Daniel Ozark, also Robert Hayes. Robert Hayes was on Sir Monster's stream the other day, and I did not realize that was him. Yeah, Crystal, I still intend to make those peanut butter cookies, I have baker's chocolate to drizzle on top. I'm sure you could use any kind of yummy chocolate bar, but I do have like actual baker's chocolate, which was intended for brownies, which I never made. I mean, I think you should always have baker's chocolate on hand because you never know when you're going to want to bake something with chocolate. But, or you can make homemade chocolates with that. Here's an idea I had today for food, guys. And I kind of almost made my marzipan like this the last time I made it. So last time I made marzipan, I did soak the almonds. I skinned the almonds. Okay, so you got the white almonds. Put them in my blender with maple syrup, maybe some honey. I think it was I think I sweetened it with maple syrup this time, and some vanilla. And it was like, okay, it was blending up, but it took me a lot of pushing it back down. And finally, at the end, I was like, I need a liquid in here, and I don't know what to use. So I could have used more maple syrup, but I didn't want to make it like sickeningly sweet. And I think I was running out or something. I can't remember, but I used some of my milkadamia milk. And what happened was it fluffed it up and made it almost more white for the marzipan. Even though I had sweetened it with maple syrup, you think, oh, it'd be kind of more dark golden amber. It wasn't. It was like more white and light and fluffy, and it was so delicious. I am thinking if I could still add the maple syrup, but then I also add like some dates, and then I add more milkadamia, more of the liquid, and I put it in the blender for a nice long time. It will get super fluffy, and I will basically have like a marzipan mousse. I don't know, just have this idea. I want to see. And so you could serve it as a mousse. Like it doesn't, you know how marzipan is usually not served on its own. It's either a cake filling or pastry filling or it's a chocolate filling. I have in my 12th night cake, it's a cake covering. It coats the entire cake. You always have baker's chocolate and chocolate chips on hand. Yeah, I know. Chocolate chips are also a must too. And I'm trying to think if I have chocolate chips in my house. That's sad. I don't know if I do. I haven't been making chocolate chip. I mean, this is like the baking season. It's freezing. Like I don't like to run my oven a lot in the summer. It gets hot out here. And this summer it was very hot and very humid and it was pretty disgusting for like the entire July. I think the entire month of July was just tremendously hot. And you know what the other thing was? It was hot, but it was extremely rainy. That was the other thing. It was storm, rain, rain, and it was just like a tropical wet heat wave. It was hard to do anything. It was hard to really do anything outside. I mean, you could pop outside and enjoy between the rain when it was, I mean, you could, um, but 'tis the season to be baking. I want to bake the peanut butter cookies, flourless peanut butter cookies. I just want to bake chocolate chip cookies. I mean, what's not to like, right? Um, I want to make the brownies, and I want to make something like chocolate with marzipan, like maybe brownies. And you know how, have you guys ever had like the German chocolate brownies? I mean, and there's German chocolate cake, but you do, it's like, I can't remember exactly. It's coconut with like caramel or something, the German chocolate, which is delicious, but German chocolate brownies would be good. But I was thinking brownies topped with marzipan, or you could even get really fancy and you could cut the brownie through the middle and you could put a layer of marzipan in the brownie and maybe then drizzle brownie with chocolate or something. Or then you could do the German chocolate topping on top with the coconut and the caramel. Oh, coconut caramel? All I know is that German chocolate cake is delicious. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, yummy. Yeah, so delicious. You're a fun, what good bunny you will be. Such a good. You do licky licky. You have had a lot of food. You have had a lot of food, my dear. He is a very precious puppy bunny. What is going on? I have seen Sluggo running around lately a bit spazzy, and I don't know if he's. Are you fighting with your sister? What's going on? I keep missing. Well, like what triggers the whole thing? You can make German chocolate brownies. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna have to look up how to do German chocolate, the frosting. I know that it was shredded coconut, and I feel like it's caramel. I don't remember how it goes, how you do it. I'll just look that up though. Um, oh my gosh, you guys, we should make a donkey cake and I could coat it with like buttercream and then the fluffy white coconut. And then you could do little accents for her snout on the ears. It could be that color. Well, we could do chocolate and then we could dust it with powdered sugar to make it look like it's your charcoal. Or we could do licorice. Licorice. I wonder if anyone has ever, I love licorice. I just obtained licorice syrup, guys. Natural licorice syrup. It is so good. And what if someone made a licorice icing? Riddle me that. Um, Never heard of anyone doing that. But um, I am I'm kind of a food inventor, you know. Really, I can get pretty creative. I can get downright kooky with foods. Um, but yeah, licorice with I have this syrup, so I could flavor anything with licorice. And I'm trying to think, oh, would be delicious. Not focaccia, biscotti, biscotti with the licorice flavor. Mm. It is caramel topping, coconut. Oh, and it's pecans? Oh, I felt like there was something I couldn't remember. That's how long it's been since I've had, like, German chocolate, um, cake or anything. And pecans. Okay. Okay, okay. That's like a meal. That's like a vegan meal. I mean, the caramel, maybe not, but, like, coconut and pecans? Ooh. Caramel coconut pecan, that would make like a good protein bar. Yeah, German chocolate brownies. And then I don't know, and I gotta figure out I wanna see if my marzipan mousse idea is good. I asked someone this morning about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I think I could try that." And it's someone who's a bit, pessimistic about new foods. So we shall see. We shall see. I want what I feel like it would end up being like a vegan custard. With instead of a lot of egg, you would have the marzipan, you'd have the almond. I had I will never forget this. A famous bakery in Chicago. I don't know if they're like world famous or anything, but they were just I lived in an old German neighborhood and there were still like old delicatessens and bakeries and people were still well then they also would carry some of the Polish products with the homemade pierogies that people were making in Chicago and awesome. Like plum pierogies, cherry pierogies, really interesting ones. I mean, there's always the cheese and the potato ones, but there were like sour cherry and plum pierogies. I was fascinated by things like that. But but I had one of the yummiest pastries I've ever had. It was a pastry filled with custard, topped with fresh fruit, and then it had a glazing over it of kind of like almost a gelatinous kind of a glaze, like a gel glaze. I'm trying to remember, and then the bottom was probably like the custard, I think was in a small tart shell. Oh my gosh, I had never seen anything like this before. Um, and I remember it was actually brought as a surprise to me as from my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, "You just won major points with me, bucko." Like he had his issues, and those issues only got worse from that time on, if I remember correctly, but that day I was like, "You are a bakery angel that has flown over with a fruity custard glazed tart thing." I mean, oh my gosh. I think that bakery closed down. I think most of the original, really cool, authentic bakeries have shut down in that city in favor of people going to the grocery store and just getting stuff there, and that makes me sad. That because some of those places, the ladies who ran those, I mean, there were guys too, but like the ladies who ran those places, they just impressed me so much. They worked really hard. They knew what they were doing, and it was like they were keeping these kind of older traditional recipes alive. Especially at these little there was a little German okay, so there was this bakery, it's a German bakery. Across the street from that bakery was a little delicatessen, and they had, like, German specialty items, but those ladies, oh my gosh, they would loved my dog so much, and they would give her all kinds of stuff from the deli because I would walk my dog there and just tie her out outside, and, they were just so cool. They were so nice. But yeah, what else is going on with guys? We're having kind of a slow night. It's okay. I don't want to have a long stream because I just need to get some stuff done tonight and have the rest of my food. I just you know what I mean? It's a Monday night. Um and things need to be done. And we have little froggy feet. Look at these little froggy feet. But bunnies always need to be fed. Of course. They Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. I didn't mean to push you? Did I push you? Yes, I'm sorry, baby girl. He's gorgeous. Got some honey on my finger. Um, you guys, I am having an apple cider spice tea. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. The Tea Republic? Republic of Tea, I think is the brand. Oh my gosh, it has real apple, cinnamon, you name it, spices and apple. It's in there, and I put a bunch of honey in there. It is really nice. It is so yummy. But yeah, hi. These guys are chill, but yeah, I'm so happy. Everyone's got clean litter boxes. I did that after I went running, and I got hit. It felt like I hit a brick wall after I finished all that. I was like, "Whoa." My legs were almost shaking, but it feels good. Got that all done. You can find, wait, I'm gonna have to further the chat along so I can. You can find the freshest, most delicious pastries at smaller mom and pop bakeries. Yeah, the grocery store ones are very mass produced, and it's kind of depressing. I know that they make them affordable that way and convenient and all that stuff, but there was a bakery in my town now that was very small. I mean, like, their kitchen ridiculously small, but they were all gluten-free, or not all gluten-free, what am I saying? They were a vegan bakery, and, they did have gluten-free though, which is why I went in there, also vegan, but that was the coolest place, and they had, like, locally roasted coffees and, like, organic teas, and at one point, I remember one guy that worked there started his own little side business making vegan specialty chocolates, like white vegan chocolate, you know what I mean? Things that you don't really see all that much, and they were absolutely incredible, these vegan chocolates. I think he was using, like, cream of coconut and stuff like that to mimic, cream and dairy, and yeah, like, a lot of coconut and, like, real vanilla beans, and oh my gosh. I don't know if that guy's business is still going. He moved down to another he moved to, like, a bigger city, and, was originally gonna continue his business there. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that because that would make such a nice Christmas present for people. But, but yeah, that place closed. We don't have as many bakers as we used to have, like, and especially for someone like me that I'm not a complete vegan because I will include eggs, but I can't have dairy, so, and the gluten, so, I mean, that really that makes it tough for, like, conventional bakeries. And we do have some, like, small grocery stores. One in particular in my town that they they don't necessarily they do baking there. They do baking there, and it's a very small place. I mean, it's the people who are making the stuff right in front of your face, like the bakery stuff, and they have really great deli items, lots of vegetarian salads and things, but they also what they stock for their baked items, for other baked items that they don't make, they get from just, like, small little mom and pop places, so they're just a little expensive, so I tend to try to not look at them too closely because they do have vegan and they do have some gluten-free, but I'm like, and they usually have those flourless peanut butter cookies too, but, you know, I just try not to look too closely most of the time. "Sto changing, ¿cómo estás?" What is going on? Historian, our beloved giant Bunz historian. He's just driven in and screeched on his brakes from Lothlorien, from the era we call Victorian, which he visited by using his time traveling DeLorean. And when he was cruising around, listening to chants Gregorian on his Weird Al loaned accordion, and which he was only using one arm so he didn't crash in his DeLorean. And he was also dressed, we need to add, as the Mandalorian. And when he gets home to his girlfriend, who just happens to be Salvadorian, he's gonna make him some yummy Samorians. And when they get sleepy after watching giant Bunzerinos, they will all flop down on the couch and with us be a snoring. Bop. You just got done eating dinner? Okay. Did you have anything interesting, Presto Changeo? Well, it doesn't have to be interesting. What did you have? I was just talking about that I had a coconut peanut pie sauce. Um, what is peanut butter coconut sauce? Pie, peanut coconut peanut sauce with tofu and carrots. And next time I heat it up again, it's gonna have cilantro, and I don't think I have lime, but I maybe put a little, a lemon wedge to squeeze on there. And, put a tiny bit of onion. Really, I think you need a little bit of onion with that. I think it would kick it up a notch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's allowing petties on her head? Oh no, now she go away. Lillian, what? La chica bonita. Es mi amiga, se llama Lilian, mi amiga bonita. Lilian tiene un conejito guapito, se llama Bobby. La chica bonita. ¿Cómo estás, Lillian? Hace mucho frío. Again, otra vez. Hoy día hace mucho frío. But it's okay. You know, the sun came out today at the end of the day, guys. I believe it was probably, I don't remember exactly when it was, maybe like 3:30, 3:45. All of a sudden I was like, the sky is completely clear and it's sunny, which is weird because just a little bit before that, the sky was completely gray. I mean, you couldn't even see clouds. I mean, the whole sky was just cloud. I don't know how that happened, but I'm not complaining. Finally, everyone's showing up. Yes. Say I'm a Bobby. I need that on Spotify immediately. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Lillian. Thank you. Muchas gracias, mi amiga bonita. Yes, the Giant Bunz fan album, Giant Bunz fan song album will be coming out. Hey, you know what? I could try and make that happen. Ain't no party like a Giant Bunz party because a Giant Bunz party ends, um, shoot. Keep not being able to read that one last part because of the heart. Because the giant bones party ends around 9 o'clock. That's right. That's right. 9 o'clock. I turn into a pumpkin, and they turn into little foot footmen and horses, something like that. No, by 9 o'clock, I need to get into chill mode. I mean, I'll still be doing chores. I'll still be doing stuff in the kitchen. Don't get me wrong, but then it's gonna be some YouTube, mindless YouTube, and, well, I mean, it'll probably be more chores than YouTube, and maybe a crossword. Maybe I'll look at a crossword puzzle. What about reading books, guys? I have not been doing it that much. I started reading, oh my gosh, even if you're not necessarily into the Bible, you guys, and you don't even have to be a Christian to pick up a Bible. I started rereading Revelations the other day, like, just start at the beginning of Revelations. That's a wild ride. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care if you don't care about religion, but Revelations? And you'll understand a lot of references in popular culture and, it's there's some stuff in there. Very enigmatic. Um, tú es mi oh, tú es mi amiga bonita. Ay, es que no se dice sweet. I mean, azúcar is sugar. Como azúcar. Tú eres como azúcar, Lilian. Um, no, that is really super sweet. Um, isn't it wonderful when, like, girls, like, compliment each other and appreciate each other? I just remember back in the day, I feel like girls were more jealous of each other and, like, suspicious, and I just don't feel like that is a big thing anymore, and it always made me sad. I'm like, I grew up with no sisters, and so I always thought, "Oh gosh, I wonder what it's like to have a sister, and, that'd be really nice," and, so I would kinda, like, try to treat my closest friends, like their sisters and stuff, but occasionally you just find a girl who is just so, like, hateful and jealous. Like, they like boys and they were competitive for boys, but, like, they would just throw their girlfriends, like, under the bus at a moment's notice if there was, like, a guy at stake, and I didn't really get that 'cause it's like, "Okay, I guess you're boy crazy, and that supersedes everything else," but, um, I just thought that was dumb. I just thought it was embarrassing and, like, pathetic that girls would be like, "Oh, I don't like you because that boy thinks you're pretty," and, it's just, ugh. So girl power, um, having true girlfriends, oh, that's a good thing. Guy friends too, sometimes guys can be awesome friends, um, but I love the direction. I feel like things are going where, like, not just women are supporting each other without any, like, weird strings attached, but, like, I think, um I think people are less competitive these days and more supportive. Does anyone else feel like that? I don't know. I get that, Kira. Um, you saw that a lot in your youth? Mhm. Yeah. Oh, I know. I got bullied. I saw other people get bullied in school. It was like a very harsh, unkind environment in many ways, and The teachers didn't really help us all that much, you know what I mean? There was, like, no one was intervening, it was kind of more Lord of the Flies, and I know some people think, "Oh, we don't wanna be snowflakes and, things build character." Things build character, but when you're a kid and there's adults around and you see someone getting bullied, if you didn't stand up to that, you are a coward and you are lazy. You know what I mean? That's unconscionable because kids can really when they get scarred like that young and their brain is still developing, it's like you can get PTSD, you can get depression, you can get anxiety disorders, you name it, you know? Eating disorders, if someone's making fun of your weight or you know what I mean? Oh gosh, when I remember when girls started going through puberty, there were a bunch of guys that would point out, every body part of theirs that was changing, and it was like, yeah, guess what? That's kind of a vulnerable time for people." Oh, yeah, it was not pleasant. It was not pleasant what happened in our public schools. Krispy Kreme, Krusty Krab, Kirsty, Cookie Tillman in the house. Yeah, Christy was texting with me, right before the stream. She was giving me all this very sweet advice on organizing, my art supplies and, oh gosh, holiday decorations and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, thank you, Krispy Kreme. How is it going? That pile of bunnies in the box. 101 pounds of buns. That's our crazy giant buns. Get a load of giant buns tonight. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie. She's with her Sluggo guy. Every inch is packed with dynamite. You guys know that one? That's from South Pacific. That is a male sailor who is dressed up as a hula dancer girl they're supposed to be doing a funny show for each other during the war. That must have been, I guess, World War II. South Pacific? Oh gosh. I I don't even know. That's a famous old musical. Um, it's good. Just finished dinner. Oh, you're having a good evening? Good. Very good. What did you guys have? That Crystal, that's so funny. Yes, yes, we're 2 peas in a pod. Um, you know what song I believe is from South Pacific? I'm pretty sure the Rodgers and Hammerstein song, "You Have to Be Carefully Taught" is somewhat from South Pacific. I'm pretty sure it is. That was when I was watching, a documentary on it, Rodgers and Hammerstein, and it might have been in The King and I, maybe. I'm trying to remember, but "You Have to Be Carefully Taught" was a song about basically how racism evolves in people, and, the song is basically like, you are taught to be a racist. That is not naturally how children grow up, they're just not gonna hate all other races besides their own, and they talked about that was one of the most important and favorite songs that they ever wrote, and they wrote a lot of hits. So, yeah. Anyway, I found that interesting because there's, big hit numbers in that show, and then they were like, "Well, the whole reason we thought that show was valuable was because of that song. You had leftover split pea soup and you added star alphabet pasta. Krispy Kreme. I was just thinking about split pea soup yesterday and I was like, I need to make some. It is the perfect split pea soup weather. It is so cold and I love split peas. I love fresh peas. I love split peas. So Krispy Kreme, some of these people have already heard this, but I made a Thai peanut sauce tofu with canned coconut milk or cream of coconut, whatever. Dark roasted peanut butter, chili pepper flakes, cumin, and oh God, what was in there? Garlic powder. Should have done fresh garlic. I should have done also onion, a little bit of onion, which I may add to it. And I did carrot, sliced carrot. And then yeah, top it with like some cilantro, a little bit of onion, and maybe some lemon. Like squeeze some lemon 'cause I don't have limes. But yeah, it was good. It was good. 9:01. Oh my 9:01 at night. What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? Oh, and look, Christy, clean litter boxes. I just did all the litter boxes. Like right before I talked to you, Christy, right before we were talking on Facebook, I was running outside with all the litter boxes, cleaning up all the litter boxes. And there are one, two, three, wait, one, two, three, four, five, which is a huge double one over there, 6 in the hallway, 7 down by the fireplace. 7. I just did 7 litter boxes. And then I did that right after I went running. Yeah. My legs are a little tired, but nice. You did I was just gonna say, like, you have litter boxes too, I bet. So yeah, we did the litter boxes. Yes, we did. I also did a big grocery shopping trip for the bunnies today. And for myself, but shockingly, a lot of it was for you guys. And it always attracts attention because I buy so many greens. And then I have to say, oh, well, if you're curious about all these greens, you'll definitely want to see them get eaten on my YouTube channel, Giant Bunz. And so, yeah, I'll have to see. Yeah, we have 11. We have 11 people here now, and I'm at 12, and we're about to end the stream. But yeah, guys, I met some ladies today, and I was telling the chat earlier, like one of them used to be a rabbit breeder of American chinchilla rabbits, and she ended up with 90 rabbits. And she said, and after I realized I had 90 rabbits, I got out of the rabbit business. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Well, I said, I got all my boys fixed. So nine was enough. But I said it happened all in 1 month. Really basically a month. But yeah, guys, we are gonna wrap up the stream because it is a little bit after 9, and so glad that you guys were all here tonight. It was kind of a chill stream. We talked about some food, which I love, and I'm gonna see it. We'll see if I make any of those things I was talking about earlier, and then I will give you a review. Possibly bring some of them on the stream tomorrow. But yeah. We're going to say goodnight to everyone in the chat. Good night, Krispy Kreme. And thank you for all that house organizing type advice you were giving me earlier. You are very, very wise and very encouraging. You are a very sweet, wonderful friend, supportive friend. And so, yeah, that was cool. And much love to Crystal with a K, special K, who is another P in a pod with me. If we got me and Virginia and Crystal, oh boy. Krispy Kreme is, of course, she is my real life local friend, but oh my gosh, and Lillian, oh, the fun we would have, and well, of course, we'd have to get my adoptive daughter. She'd be dragged in there too. Wait a minute, I feel like I just forgot someone. Did I forget one of our females? Wait, Crystal, Christy, Virginia. She's like one of the only non-Ks. So weird. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Um, much love, yes, to Crystal, who is our chocolate pecan bourbon pie expert. Never mind. Oh, much love to you, Presto Changeo. Much love to Hewlin Mall, or Hewlin Mod, as I like to call you, and your Miss Lucy Goosey. Much love to Lilian, mi amiga bonita. And much love to Mr. Bobby, mi guapito, conejito. Crystal, I didn't even see your comment. You grew up around a lot of mean girls, so it's hard to make friends. Yeah, mean girls. Ick. That's what I'm talking about. We need people like, Krispy Kreme. She is not a mean girl. She's a fun girl. Well, as are all of, oh my gosh, you guys, Lillian is a complete doll. Love her to death. Crystal is awesome. Love her. Virginia, she is super cool. Like, you know what I mean? We're lucking out. We are lucking out. Um, and who else? I think we got Brandon. Brandon has been here. Much love to you, Mr. Brandon Star Triple R. Love you, sweetheart. And we didn't have AJ Punk here. Oh gosh, I should probably check in with him. I hope he's okay. He's probably just out doing stuff. But guys, I will we're gonna pop up a song as usual. As usual. And we'll call it a night. How's that? Okay, guys. Uh-oh. What are you gonna do to the phone, huh? And be right.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right.